I'm gonna be showing y'all today a great clipper that all beginner barbers can have. It's a nice clipper for, you know, even if you're trying to do self cuts, not trying to go to the barber shop. It's good for moms, dads, if you want to cut your son's hair and stuff like that. But a company wound up sending me a pair of clippers, and they are Suprent. Hope I'm saying the name right, but it's Suprent Pro. Very nice design. These are very affordable, and I do have a discount code which I would put right there, or I will put right there. And this is a nice sleek design to the box and everything. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about it. The brand name is Suprent. This is a hair clipper. The motor is 7,000 RPM, running time 3 hours, charging time 3 hours. The hair trimmer, the motor is 7,000 to 200 RPM, running time 3 hours and charging time 3 hours. So this is a very good clipper. Obviously, you're not gonna be cutting nobody's hair for 3 hours, but if you are, hey, you got a nice three hour, you know, battery clipper. So we're gonna unbox these, see what these got inside of it. Okay, for the inside, we have the two clippers. We have the clipper and the trimmer right here. It does come in packaging. A lot of clippers, they don't really come like this, so I'm surprised that it came like this. Very nice packaging. It does come with two charging stands. These are very, I would say very affordable clippers. A pair of clippers usually cost anywhere. A pair of trimmers would easily cost around, I would say around $150 to almost $200. A pair of clippers will obviously come around $200 to $250, but I think you could get both of these and everything that comes in here, especially a charging stand. Any clipper with a charging stand, and they come with a charging stand for both. So that's amazing. Whenever you're working, if you're a barber or anything like that, or maybe you're someone that cuts your hair at your house or anything like that, you can basically just sit your clippers up just like that. And it's really just that simple. And they charge while they're sitting on the charging pads. So this is all the accessories. It does come with another section right here. I'm not sure if I just lift this up. So here we got the accessories. They do have a little card. I'm gonna let y'all see the card and everything. Nice little packaging. A little pamphlet. And I think this is just describing the blades, the type of blades that they have. And these are the accessories. Basically the guards that you need. Okay, they have a little tool. I think the clippers, they come zero gap. So these come already zero gap. Zero gap is zero elevation, so your blades can cut sharper. So it really is already packaged or for the person for it. It's really already, most clippers or every single clipper that I've ever had, they don't come already packaged like this. All right, first we're gonna start with the clipper. They do have an indicator showing you the battery percentage right here. So that's a nice thing. It's always good to keep mindful. With regular clippers, most of them don't have this little indicator right here showing you how much battery life or percentage that the clipper does have. And this is great for beginner barbers as well. Just this fact right here, that it does work off of a click lever system. So you can kind of maintain and keep track of, you know, how high or how thick you want your, well really, how you determine your blend or how successful your blend will be. You can keep track with this right here. It makes it easier to fade with this click lever system other than or versus a clipper that doesn't have this, because most clippers don't. So that's a real nice design. It's not too heavy. It does have a little weight to it, which I like. I do like that a lot. And it looks like it's a nice looking clipper. And basically same thing for the trimmer. The trimmer does have a little indicator right here, showing you how much power they have left. And it's not loud. It's not loud at all. So when you use this on your clients, it won't be irritation or it won't be irritating to them, to their ear whenever you get close to their ear. These are really low. They're really quiet. But usually when the clipper is too loud, the clients really get irritated or whatever. Or maybe you might have a son or, you know, a cousin or a friend you might be trying to cut hair on. Or maybe you're just starting as a beginner barber and you're looking for something that's quiet and affordable. This is the way to go. This is a nice trimmer, a nice clipper. as y'all can see. Alright, using our Suprent Pro, we're gonna cut his hair. This we're mostly gonna do, it's almost like a burst fade type style, but it's not gonna be, you know, tapered off in the back, or a V, or rounded in the back or anything like that, as far as like lining it up. We're gonna cut it down, kind of buzz it, and then we're gonna give him a nice fade, a nice burst on the side. The burst fade isn't gonna be the, you know, the average burst fade that you would see. That's why you gotta be open to challenges and stuff like that, and cut different hair textures. So when y'all do have somebody that comes in and the haircut might be a little bit challenging, or it might be a little bit different than what you're used to, you can just get the job done. You could basically just adjust. So it's gonna come about right here in this area, faded right here. Alright, so we're gonna buzz his hair, and then we're gonna say if we're not sure what to buzz his hair with, make sure you start with a big guard. So we're gonna use a 5 guard and just cut all of this off. And we're gonna see how good the clipper's cut. And it's cutting through all of the bulk. All of the bulk is nice and clear. These are cutting very, very, very smooth. Nice. And our lever is all the way open. I will close the lever because I feel like this is a nice height right here. So we're gonna do it with the lever all the way closed now. Get it over here. On this side. And as you can see, I really don't have to pass twice or anything like that. It's just cutting straight through. Now we're about to do a test run through the back. Lever all the way closed. And we're just going all the way up. And as you can see, it's right there. I don't really have to do no second pass through. It's cutting really, 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 really good. And as you're cutting, just because they have this the battery life right here, you can actually keep track of, you know, how efficient or how much you're using the clipper for real. So if another client is about to come in, you could decide whether you need to charge it, or if you need to charge it while you're using the trimmers or anything like that. So that is very, very nice. Alright, so now we're gonna test the trimmer right here. As you can see, you can still see the battery life and everything. So we're gonna take a big sweep with this trimmer and just take all this off, because he is cutting the beard off. And it just cuts straight through. So we're gonna pass through the hair real quick. Tilt your hair for me. Right there, and see how well they cut going like this. And they're just slicing through the hair. Very nice. Yeah, I would highly recommend these for anybody that's just starting out, or even a barber that's like me that's more established. I would highly recommend these. It's a newer brand, or a brand that's getting more established. So when it does hit, I wouldn't want, you know, prices to go up or anything like that. So get it while y'all can, because, you know, as barbers, we increase our value as well over time. As we get more experience, we get more knowledge, and we become more valuable to the consumer or the clients or customer or anything like that. And for the prices that these are going at right now, with the discount code that I got, y'all can't beat it for real. Or you're not gonna be able to find another clipper that can beat it. Alright, we're gonna actually establish our first guideline right now with the lever all the way open. Basically, we don't have to debulk or anything like that because we didn't have no hair at the top. So it's really just a buzz. We buzzed it out. So we're gonna set in our first guideline with the lever all the way open. Boom. And see how well this does. And these are working very good as well. Just cutting straight through. Like, I can go fast while doing this. Or do one sweep. And that's it. Just like that. And then we're going to continue to just fade down and fade all of this hair out right here. Close the lever. And it's really nice to have a click lever system, just so I can maintain and keep track of like what's going on in the fade, and I don't go too high or too low or anything like that. Close the lever a little bit more. And no matter how low the lever is, I can always hear the hair cutting. Now we're gonna start fading down with our number 3 guard with the lever all the way open. Every time we have a new guard, or anytime we start fading down or whatever, and we're always gonna start with the lever all the way open. And this clipper is just passing right through there. No problems at all. And as we move down, because we're fading down, we're going to close the lever and move down with inside of the fade. Very simple steps to understand. Sometimes it might be a little challenging at first to get the hang of fading down. But when you do get the hang of it, it's going to be very helpful because it's going to help you from keeping the blend going too high. Or help you to blend not as high and keep everything low. Or keep everything the exact portion that you want. 2 guard. And because we're fading down whatever guard we started with at the top, we will be moving down with every guard underneath that guard. And we are slightly doing a flick out motion. Alright, now we're moving down with the 1.5 guard. Lever all the way open. Flicking out, we still flicking out, but we move down with inside of the fade. Each time we put on a new guard, we move down in the fade. Close the lever slightly. Go a little bit more down. Usually when fading down, the fade doesn't come all the way together until you reach that 1 guard area. Then you finally kind of see the transition. Now we're moving down to the 1 guard area, lever all the way open. And we're still using the same exact flick out motion. And no matter what guard, I'm still following that same exact shape. I'm not doing this, I'm not fading down like that, or I'm not fading up. I'm still following that circular burst fade shape that I had set in. And when you get to the edges, you kind of want to use the corners of your blade. By corners, well, half of your blade, just so you don't cut any unnecessary hairs that you wouldn't intend to cut or wouldn't want to cut, so it can make everything look right. And we're still using that flick out motion. And as you can see, like I said earlier, with the 1 guard area, the blend comes all the way together. And then you can detail, open up the lever all the way, close it halfway, and then use the edges of your clipper. And that's detailing. Basically, like I said in my previous videos, getting all the hairs, getting every single clump of hair or every piece of hair that looks like a big giant clump or cluster of hair, you're basically splitting those into one hair. Basically splitting 4 into 2 or 6 into 3 pieces of hair. Basically just dividing the hair so the area could look nice and well blended out or smooth. Now we're going to move down to our smallest guard, which is the 1.5. All the way open, lever all the way open. And still using the same flick out motion. We're not changing nothing up. We're going to stay consistent throughout the whole entire fade. And watch it come together. Don't go as high. Wherever we left off with the 1 guard, that's where we started with this half guard, or this 1.5 guard. Either way, you can call it a 1.5 or half guard, go down. I'm going to fade right here a little bit more. Now we're going to slightly detail, level halfway, and just use our corners. Really doesn't take much. And to detail in this 1.5 spot, what we would do, we'll take the the guard all the way off, open up our clipper all the way, or maybe we might go halfway, or a little bit above. Whatever you feel, you can start with the lever all the way open at first, and then slightly move down if you don't feel like it's detailing enough, and basically just slicing through the hair, or slicing through that half guard area, basically dividing the hairs, making the blend a lot more smoother, or as we call it nowadays, blurry. We're making the blend a lot more blurrier than it was, just by this one process right here. And that is basically it. We're gonna finish the other side, and then we're gonna show you the end product of what it looks like. Alright y'all, so this is the cut right here. Slightly tilt your head. A nice clean cut. Show the back and everything. And it was all using these clippers right here. Very nice clippers. We didn't do nothing to the back. For real. And we're gonna do this side, show y'all this side. This is the side that I showed y'all we worked on right here. Very nice clean cut. The clippers work perfectly good, perfectly fine. I would highly recommend these clippers to y'all. Make sure y'all use my discount code if y'all do decide to get these clippers, which I highly recommend, because these will be my new go-to clippers. So yeah, and actually I was playing with this earlier, and you can kind of loosen this notch right here, and I think these are detachable blades. We're about to take this off, or try to take this off. Like that. Just detachable blades. So that's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice, neat feature right there. And it just comes right back on. Take it off. Put it in this little hole. And it goes straight on. And it works like new. If you have any problems or any gunk in here or whatever, just like every other clipper do not have no detachable blade. But right here, if you loosen this notch right here, you can actually make it not a click lever system. So it's like the best of both worlds for real. So I would highly recommend these. These are gonna be my go-to. But it's A12B. If you're not in business, then what you doing? And we out.